Today was a good win for Purdue. Anytime that 8 out of 9 of your starters can get hits, as well as your 9th kid laying down a great sacrifice bunt and making 2 real nice plays on defense, it's a good day. Something that I was really pleased at, a couple months ago, we give up a leadoff home run. We're kind of like, okay. But then another home run, we're down 2-0. It feels like a mountain to climb. But we've grown as a team, and this team, there was no mountain, there was no stress, there was no pressure. It was just kind of like, all right, game on. And we kind of kept tricking away. So I was really pleased with our girls and how much they've grown, and that was a good win for Purdue. Lil hung in there, gave up 2 hits until the last inning when she got a little tight, a little nervous. She could have cashed it in on a small park and gotten pretty worried, but hung in there and threw a nice game, and then her teammates really helped her. So it was a nice win.
Fight your way out of it.
Yeah, got a little tense, the ball wasn't moving as much as it normally was, so just had to calm down a little bit, and Fletcher was right there and telling me to calm down, that I can beat anybody, and so I knew the defense was going to make the play too, and so it just had to relax and throw the pitches.
Ashley, just kind of talk about that 2-run shot to tie the game at 2. Just how much of a relief was that for this team to kind of even things back up at 2 there, and just feel like you guys were back in the game?
I'd say in the past, me being clutch wasn't as successful, and I know I've been working on doing that. And anytime I see Lilly struggling, I know I got to back her up, and I tell her every inning, I got your back, I got your back. So hitting it, obviously it felt good, and Coach had his arms up in the air, cheering me on. It was exciting, but I was just glad that we got back in the game, because I knew after that we were going to get more clutch hits throughout the game. So.
Andie, just can you talk about any time beating Indiana's a good day, but to do it in advance in the Big Ten tournament, that's obviously plus there.
Our goal is just to win the first game, and we're going to come back tomorrow and put up a good fight, and we want to keep it going deep into the tournament. Beating our rival is awesome, but when it comes down to it, it's just a game. We're focusing on ourselves and not the other opponents, and we want to go deep in this tournament and show the Big Ten that Purdue's someone to look out for.
Coach, I guess, what did you say to Lilly there in the 7th, and how were you trying to keep her in her rhythm and kind of get that mojo back for her?
I guess, to put it simply, I think I walked out there and said, how's it going out here? She said, I'm a little tense. So we just talked for a minute and just kind of analyzed the situation and what we needed to do, and that she did not have to be Superwoman and throw a square ball into a round peg or do anything crazy. All she needed to do was just throw how she throws, and her defense would back her up. We knew that next hitter was pretty aggressive. So anything that was good and hard, as well as mixed with the change, she was going to swing. And that takes the pressure off a pitcher a little bit. So as long as they can just calm down, just throw the ball, we're good. At the end of the day, the pressure was on them. Somehow we put it on us a little bit, but the pressure was on them. They were down 2. So and everything worked out, and what do you know? Got a couple strikeouts. Look at how that works out.
And just moving forward, obviously you're not sure who you're going to where this is going to go next, but how do you clean this one up and get better from this one?
Well, I think you fire the third base coach because you get 11 hits and you only score 4 runs. You almost fire the pitching coach because you're down 2-0, and then you got to come back. So I got to step up my game. But we're ready to take on Minnesota. They came to our place. We played a tough game with them the first game, and we won a good, solid win. And then they had us the next 2 games. We didn't play very well. They're a good team, but we're a good team too. And right now, everybody's undefeated. We kind of have 1 win. They don't. But everybody's out there to play and out there to win. You got to show up to win. And I think Purdue will be there tomorrow. So it'll be exciting. Anything else?
Ashley, you've had a little bit of success against Minnesota. I believe it was game 1. You hit was it a solo home run or a 2-run shot? Solo home run. Just you've had a little bit of success against Minnesota. Just what are you guys going to have to do to get the win tomorrow?
I don't like to dwell on the past because it's going to be a brand new game. it's every pitch you have to be ready. We're starting 0-0, so I mean, we have a win, like you said, so we got some motivation going into it. And they're a team that I know we can beat, so if we bring our A game, I think we can come out with a win.
Ashley, what's different about your approach? You kind of joked about being clutch and not so clutch before. What allows you to make that switch and be able to step in like you did today?
You know, just focusing on different things. Centering it on one thing when I go into the box rather than think about what happened last time or the time before. Just keeping my eye on her hip and, I don't know, just throwing my hands out.
Keep it as simple.
Keeping it simple.
And Lilly, just a question for you real quick. The pitching in a small park, does that affect your approach at all with the batters?
Well, I mean, you can't really think about everything else that's going on because that's one of the uncontrollable parts of the game. And so you just have to go in there and attack each hitter and know that, you know, whatever happens, happens. I have to do my part in getting the ball where it's supposed to go. And then if they happen to hit it, you know, that's out of my control from there. That's when I have this great team backing me up. So, you know, you can't really think, you can't dwell too much on that.